The Premier League is back. There were wins for Manchester United, Chelsea and Liverpool, but an opening weekend defeat to Spurs for Man City leaves them searching their pockets for the 100 million or so they're about to fork out on Harry Kane. With every weekend, there are winners and losers. This is Game Week 1. Winner number 1 of Game Week 1 is Brentford. In their first game in the top flight since 1947, Brentford came away 2-0 winners against Arsenal on the opening day of the season. Brentford have been knocking on the door for the Premier League for a couple of years now, so it's going to be very interesting to see how they do in their first season up in the Premier League. Thomas the Frank Engine, Brentford's manager, will no doubt be a winner over the course of the season. He's a really interesting character and we are lucky to have him in the Premier League. Long throw-ins, unlucky not to be the first winner of the Game Week 1. Not since Rory Delap have we seen the proper chaotic set piece implemented to the extent that Brentford did it at the weekend. Fantastic addition to the Premier League, and it's great to have Brentford back. Loser number 1 of Game Week 1 is Arsenal and Mikel Arteta. Did anyone expect Arsenal to win that game? Seriously, Arsenal fans, did you expect to win that game? Arsenal against newly promoted Brentford on the first game of the season. It only had one winner written all over it. After a pretty horrendous season in parts last year, Arsenal have started, as they mean to go on, absolutely calamitous. Arteta will need to improve the side if he wants to keep his job. If he wants to keep Arsenal in the top flight, he will have to improve what they are doing on the pitch. There is one clear trend in the last couple of years coming from Arsenal though. The better the jersey, the worse they play. Winner number 2, Manchester United fans. Is this finally the year for Manchester United? I can't think of many opening days that will surpass this for Manchester United fans. A World Cup, multiple Champions League winning defender revealed to the fans before kickoff, their star midfielder scoring 3, their other star midfielder setting off 4 and thrashing their rivals Leeds 5-1 on the opening day of the season. After a couple of slow starts to the Premier League over the last couple of years, is this finally the year that Manchester United can get off the blocks early and mount a title challenge? Could this be the year that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer morphs into Alex Ferguson? Loser number 2 of Game Week 1 of the Premier League is Harry Kane. The Premier League has fans back in the stadium, and the beauty of that is that we got to watch for the last 5 minutes of that game Tottenham fans singing "Are You Watching?" towards the best player that they've had in the last decade. Harry Kane is a hard loser for Game Week 1 as he watched from somewhere in the new stadium his Tottenham side, the side he wants to leave, outclass Manchester City, the side he wants to join. That is a hard one to take. Harry Kane, you are a loser of Game Week 1. Loser number 3 of Game Week 1 is Graham Souness. You have to admire the sheer stubbornness of Graham Souness when it comes to his stance on Paul Pogba at this point. He locked horns with Micah Richards over the weekend over Paul Pogba's want-away attitude. Now Richards, he argued that the logic he used for Paul Pogba was unfair given that he actually continues to play for Manchester United when the Saint Harry Kane has not. Now who am I to question a European Cup winner, a multiple European Cup winner, but maybe, just maybe, the player who had a hand in 4 goals over the weekend has a better attitude right now for his club than the player who hasn't turned up for training and didn't play at the weekend. Either way, Graham Souness, he is down as a loser for Game Week 1. Winner number 3 of Game Week 1 of the Premier League is VAR/the fans. As we know, because the commentators told us 100,000 times over the weekend, the rules for VAR have changed from last season's rules. As a result, we're seeing much more free-flowing football. Offside marginal calls are gone, handball rule is changed, and we are seeing much less decisions made by someone sitting in a control room somewhere in England. As of the first weekend, it seems to be working well. We had a lot more goals, we had a lot more free-flowing football, less marginal calls given, offsides not being, measured by a line. It was only the first weekend though, so let's hold fire on that. I suspect we're going to have a lot more VAR talk over the course of the year, especially on Sky Sports. So that was the winners and losers from Game Week 1 of the Premier League seasons. Who were your winners and losers? Let us know in the comments below. Subscribe to the channel and you can get notified every single time a video goes live on OTB Sports.